Welcome to Just Thinking. Here I have a little bit of a word problem that I wanted to share with you guys so you can see how I solve it. I know a lot of people hate word problems, fractions, decimals, percentages. These are all things that most people hate about math. But hopefully I can help change that as we go along. So it says, suppose a startup office cleaning business spends $315 on equipment. To clean each office, the business spends an additional $4 on cleaning supplies. The business charges $25 to clean each office. So let's let X equal the offices, right? So that's the number of offices we're going to clean, right? So, and then if we do, we want to find a cost equation and a revenue equation, and then we want to know when we will break even, right? So if we look at the revenue, that's going to be the easy part because revenue is what you gain from, right, whatever service you provide. So it says the business charges $25 to clean each office, right? So 25x, right? $25 per office. So 25x, that's going to be our revenue no matter what. However many offices we clean, we'll multiply that by 25, and that's going to be what we receive. Now, the cost, it says $4 for supplies, and that's per office, right? So $4 per office, and then we spent, and that's still going to be plus, we spent $315 on equipment. The reason why these aren't negative, right, is because we want to add up the costs and then we subtract it from the revenue, right? So the cost and the revenue, when we subtract the cost from the revenue, that's going to be our profit, okay? So that's just a simple equation. I mean, it's the same thing with your bank accounts. You always want, right, to have more in there than you plan on spending. So, okay. So now we want to figure out, first of all, these are our equations. The cost is going to be 4 times X. So $4 for cleaning supplies times however many offices we clean. And then plus $315 for the spending. Okay. Then the revenue is going to be $25 times however many offices we clean. Now, when will we break even? Right? A lot of business owners, small or large, you want to not only break even, but you want to start making some profit, right? You can only make profit when you've covered all of your costs and you still have money left over. So what we're going to do is to figure out when we break even, let's set these two equal to each other, right? Let's set them even. So we're going to go 25x is equal to 4x plus 315, right? So when the cost equals the revenue, then we are even. So now let's just solve. Subtract 4x from both sides, right? Remember, this is the subtraction property of equality. The reason why we do this is because that equal sign there means that both sides should be equal to each other. So remember the word equality, right? So the reason why I subtract 4x from both sides instead of adding 4x is because you always want to do the opposite to keep it even. So 4x minus 4x gives you 0, right? So that means that that's no longer going to be a factor on that side. And then over here, you'll get 21x, right? And I still have my 315. Move it so you can see it clear. So 21x is equal to 315, okay? So now we're going to do the division property. And some people call it the multiplication property because instead of dividing by 21, it's the same as multiplying by 1 over 21. Okay. So it's still that's the multiplication property, right? But we're multiplying by the reciprocal. So if those of you don't know what the reciprocal is, if you got 21, every number is over 1, right? The reciprocal is flipping it, right? So putting the 1 at the top and then the 21 at the bottom, that's your reciprocal. So if we multiply both sides by the reciprocal, the 21s cancel, and then you get x equals 315 over 21, which is 15, okay? So at 15 offices, after you've completed cleaning 15 offices and you receive your payment, then you will break even, okay? And you should break even at about $375, right? How do we know that? Because 15 times 25 is 375, and then 4 times 15 is 60, and then you add that to 315 and you get 375, right? So you will break even with 15 offices, and then your costs will end up being $375, and your revenue will be $375 as well. All right. So that's just a little quick word problem there, dealing with a startup business that has paid for equipment and has to pay for cleaning supplies while cleaning every office. So hopefully this helped. If so, please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, like I always say, you can put that in the comments. And then if you need any specific problems done, you can put that in the comments as well. Thank you. God bless.